We've all seen those articles, the endless lists, all promising the same thing. Make an extra $100 a day. But let's be real for a second. How many of us have actually managed to crack that code? Well, today, we're not just going to look at another list of ideas. We are going to build a real, practical roadmap to get you there.
I mean, is it really possible? When you start looking, it feels like trying to find a needle in a haystack, right? Just a whole bunch of get-rich-quick schemes. But what if I told you the path to that extra $100 is actually a lot clearer than you think? And trust me, it doesn't involve scrolling through another 50-item listicle.
Because here's the thing. The secret isn't about finding just any idea. It's about finding the right idea for you, for where you are right now. So we're going to forget the lists. Instead, think of this as climbing a ladder. It's a simple, powerful framework that helps you make a smart, strategic choice about exactly where you should start.
So here's how we're going to climb it. We'll start right there on the ground floor with some quick cash gigs. Then we'll move up a rung to skilled side hustles. And finally, we'll get that bird's eye view from the top by looking at what it takes to build a real business. By the end of this, you're going to know exactly which rung is your perfect starting point. Okay, let's jump right in. Rung number 1, quick cash gigs. You should think of these as your financial first aid kit. This is for when you need money in your pocket like today, with almost zero startup time.
So we're talking about the gig economy here. Things like driving for Uber or Lyft, delivering groceries for Instacart, or even just helping people with small jobs on TaskRabbit. The beauty of these platforms is the flexibility, and more importantly, you can get paid fast.
Let's take Amazon Flex, for instance. A single 4-hour delivery block can net you anywhere from $72 to $100. Think about that. That's just one shift, and you could potentially hit your $100 goal for the day, just like that.
Now we need to have a quick reality check. I know you've seen online surveys mentioned everywhere. And yeah, they're an easy way to make a few extra bucks here and there. But let's be crystal clear about this. You will not consistently make $100 a day filling out surveys. They're just not built for that kind of income.
All right, time to climb up to the next level. Rung 2 is all about skilled side hustles. And this is a game changer, because here you're not just trading your time for money anymore. You're starting to monetize the specific skills you already have. And that almost always means a higher paycheck.
Two of the absolute most popular paths here are freelance writing and becoming a virtual assistant, or VA. As a writer, you're getting paid to create content, usually per project. As a VA, you're offering remote support, and you're getting paid by the hour. The real key here is to just think about what you're already good at. I mean, are you super organized? That's a VA skill. Do your friends always ask you to proofread their emails? Guess what? That's a writing skill.
And what's really fascinating about this space is the sheer demand. As Upward points out, VA jobs are one of the fastest growing entry points into the whole online freelance world. What that means for you is that businesses are actively looking for people with your skills right now. It's a fantastic opportunity to just jump right in.
And here's where it gets really good. This is the payoff. When you start using these skills, your hourly rate just jumps. You could be earning $20, $24, even over $30 an hour. That means you can hit that $100 mark in just 3 to 5 hours of focused work. Big difference. All right, let's head to the top of the ladder. Rung number 3, building a business. Now this rung, for sure, requires more upfront effort, but the goal here is completely different. We're not just earning for today anymore. We're creating a real asset that can generate scalable, long-term, and yeah, even passive income down the road. A perfect example of this is something called print on demand. Basically, you create cool designs for stuff like t-shirts or coffee mugs. When someone buys one from your online store, another company handles all the printing and shipping. You never even have to touch the inventory. It's an entire business with pretty much no startup cost.
Or, hey, maybe you want to get your hands dirty with a local business. One source had this brilliant idea about restoring the faded plastic trim on cars, and the math is just incredible. A $15 bottle of dye can be used on about 10 bumpers. If you charge just $25 each, that's a $235 profit from one little bottle.
And then there's the classic flip. It's such a great model. The process is so simple. Just research what common appliances, like washers or dryers, sell for in your area. Find a free one that just needs a good cleaning or a simple fix, take some great photos, and relist it. Seriously, someone in the source material actually started with $50 and made a $100 profit on their very first flip.
Okay, so we've climbed the whole ladder. We're at the summit. We've seen the options. from those quick gigs all the way up to building a full-blown business. But now comes the most important part, figuring out which one of these rungs is the right starting place for you.
And really, it all boils down to this one simple question. What do you have more of right now? Is it a few extra hours of free time that you could use for a gig? Or is it a specific skill that you've built up over the years? Your answer to that question points you directly to your starting rung.
This chart just lays out all the trade-offs perfectly. If you've got the time and you need cash today, rung 1, the quick gigs, is where you start. If you have a skill you can use, you can probably earn that first $100 within a week on rung 2. And if you're really playing the long game for massive potential, rung 3 is your path. You just have to know it might take weeks or even months to see that first $100 day.
But you know what? Here's the single most important takeaway from all the research, the one thing that separates the people who succeed from those who don't. No matter which rung you choose, you have to treat it like a real business. This isn't about luck or finding some magic bullet. Making a consistent $100 a day takes professionalism, it takes consistency, and it takes dedication.
So there you have it. The ladder is right there in front of you. You have a clear map. The only question left is the most important one of all. What's your first step going to be?